Hi there, welcome to Images in Asian Television. I'm Rosie Parazuli. Later in the show, we have clips from the India Independence Day celebrations by ICCC. But first, a short interview with retired Indian Army officer General Vijay Singh. General Singh was on a private visit to Washington last week. Our thanks to Satish Korpe and Sunil Singh for their help with the interview.
See, line of control has its own dynamics. Both the sides have a mechanism to control incidents on the line of control. We should leave it to the Indian Army to sort those issues out. When you start looking at political gains and what political capital or non-capital can be made out of it, then things go wrong. Like they have in this particular thing, where an incident was presented in different light in the parliament by saying that the people dressed as Pakistan army came across the line of control. I'm sure nobody does a fancy dress party on line of control. So let's leave things to the army to sort out. There is a clear-cut mechanism available right from the company commander level up to the directors general of operations of both the countries, and things can be sorted out between them. And if things are not getting sorted out, that is where the government must stand by national security commitments when dealing with Pakistan. India is a great country. I came from a very humble background, rose up to be the chief. I think it is the strength of democracy and the Indian Army's own system where merit gets recognized. See, Army has a very fair and even play field for everybody. If you are hardworking, you do well, you will rise. And if you have some extra achievement, it only helps you. See, the borders with China are not delineated, not demarcated. This has to be done. China has settled its borders with all the countries except India. Why? This question needs to be asked by everybody. And what I would say is that while dealing with China, a firm policy helps. So the government of India must look at it rather than thinking of the policy of 1950s that did not get us anywhere. See, the exercises result in certain things which can be used for interoperability of both the forces, and that is what has worked out in terms of experience gained by our special forces along with the special forces of US. We have also done exercises in our counterinsurgency school which have been very good, and I'm quite sure both sides have gained on it. You must understand that every army has its own methodology of working. US has its own, we have our own. And once you look at each other, it helps in honing up your own system. There is a revamp required, there is transparency required, there is accountability required, and I know it firsthand because I have been a victim of how the arms lobby started working against me. So what you want for the country is the best, what you want for the country is better technology, that must come. And the price has to be just right. You can't have a thing being sold for, which costs only $1 being sold for $100. That's wrong. That cannot be done. more, I think, government to government contracts may be needed. I would like to say that youth is the future of the country. It is the youth who is going to change the country. It is the youth which must look at its future and the future of India. I would like the youth to get together, interact together, both here in the community as well as with people in India, and bring about that positive movement which will make India better. It's time now that the youth forgets about other things and starts contributing towards nation building.